Table fans, it's time for it's time for a 40K bat rep. I'm here with John, and of course when it's me and John, it's a win at all costs, bad sportsmanship slugfest. And
we'll see on my part.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill him.
Ooh, kill him.
No love lost between these two.
No.
Contenders. That's right.
Got this.
Got my son back here cleaning up. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, what's going on?
I'm about to roll for our deployment and mission.
Let's do it.
So here's deployment. It's off the board. Deployment is a 6. Mission's going to be a 2.
2.
So we're doing... Actually, you do the mission and then the battlefield. So mission, 6. Relic.
Yeah, great.
Battlefield.
Wow.
2.
That just made it very
Dawn
hard
of
for
War.
me. Well, and you're a thing. So Dawn of War is...
Dawn of War is just...
straight across.
Yeah, pitched battle.
Great. I love that. That's
pitched
my favorite one.
And relic.
Take a look at the board in just a second.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look while John is getting himself organized. Let's take a look at the board. We're going with a classic 6 foot by 4 foot. And as a side note, most of our boards are done on 2-inch extruded styrofoam, which is a very excellent base for boards. This is our Moroccan village type of thing that we have going on, our Mos Eisley inspired stuff. So you have these buildings are difficult terrain. You can go into them and out of them. It's not difficult terrain if you go in through the door. My wonderful daughter set this up, and as you may notice, she put like little rugs in front of some of the doors. So we can have a little narrative. That's right.
Welcome to our home.
Welcome to your doom.
Yes.
Okay, so difficult terrain to get up and down, but we do it straight across. So if you rolled a 4, you would go literally 4 inches from here to here. And yeah, this is really a very straightforward board.
Yeah.
This is light cover. And so, like, it is difficult terrain to get through these things.
So basically, we're going to say like 5 ups for the doodads, 4 ups for the actual buildings.
Sure, let's do that. That does sound good.
And all of it's just going to be true line of sight. No, like there's no real area terrain here unless you're in a building.
No area terrain. Well, yeah, the buildings are area terrain for difficult terrain to get through. Right, because you assume that there's like furniture and people and all this stuff.
You just shove your way through people trying to get out of their home.
That's right. Okay.
Well, we just disregard them completely.
Let's take a look at the armies. We'll start with John.
Sure.
And then as he goes along, I will frantically amend my army list to tailor it.
Of course. You might think to actually take the Wraith Knight instead of not take the Wraith Knight.
Oh no, I didn't take it.
I know we didn't. Sad day. Okay, anyway, so here's my army over here. I got the Guard with some small detachment of Blood Angel allies.
Oh, don't worry about these guys. They probably won't affect the game very much.
Anyway, so we have Strachan here as the Warlord, and he's got his command squad there with the last cannon team and Nork, and they're in this Chimera. And then over here we have 2 Ministorum Priests, 3 Primaris Psychers. We got a veteran squad with Harker as the leader.
Did you say 3 Primaris Psychers?
Yeah, they're 0 to 3 per detachment now.
Oh wow! Okay, I'm ready.
So veterans with the last cannon team and Harker, and then tank commander upgraded to Pask in the Punisher with bolter sponsons, and we got his squad is the Executioner with the plasma cannon sponsons.
Okay, so these go together then?
They're a unit, yes.
Do they have to maintain coherency?
4 inches, yeah.
4 inches, okay.
And then we've got our platoon here, platoon command squad. It's got a las cannon team, Voxcaster. We've got 3 squads that will be most likely deployed as a combined squad, all with the missile launcher. 1 with a Voxcaster and 3 sergeants with power axes.
Wow, awesome. They're even modeled with power axes.
Look at that, right?
That's great. Now, did you pick these guys up from Roberto? Is that what I heard?
I have picked some of my Imperial Guard stuff up from Roberto. Like, you'll notice this tank top is painted slightly differently. That's one of the turrets to one of Roberto's tanks. But all this stuff here, aside from Strachan that I've repainted that was Roberto's, was my own.
Okay.
Well, like this is a Necrobunda fig, this guy I'm using for Harker.
So, did you have these before coming out here?
I had some of it. I picked up stuff from the web store along the way.
Okay.
And then just real quick, the Blood Angels attachment. We've got Mephiston, a Sanguinary Priest with jump pack, and a 5-man assault squad with jump packs.
I'm ready.
So That is 1,850 points of Imperial Guard with Blood Angel ally.
All right, over on the Tyranid side. Tyranids. Oh, they all like.
The bugs are coming.
All right, so I am excited for NIDS, by the way. I'm doing NIDS.
All right.
So anyway, said the guy that just sold off like 3 armies. What?
What style? Like, are you gonna go like lots of
I
creatures
don't
or lots of
know.
gaunts? Or?
I don't know. I don't want to have a lot of gaunts. Because all my armies, yes, and that's what list I'm doing.
So these are troops.
Which makes, yes, it makes no difference other than these guys are troops, and I can take multiple Spirit Seers, and he has the Twilight psychic power, which we'll explain in a minute. Voices of Twilight.
Gotcha.
It gives the Wraith Guard battle focus.
Oh.
Yeah, that little thing. Oh, it is. It can be, for sure. Okay, so anyway, I have 4 units, each with 3 jet bikes in it.
Oh, split them up.
Cannons in each one. And you may notice these aren't completed with their painting. A few models are, but not generally. Wraith Guard with D sides. 1 Spirit Seer. I wanted to fit in 2, but I couldn't quite do it. And these have, even though you can't see them, they have invisible scatter lasers. And these models do have those, but they're currently packed up. Okay, so over here I have 2 Crimson Hunters with Exarchs. Yes. Goodbye, tanks. But we shall see, because there's not a whole lot of armor over there. But I've never regretted taking Crimson Hunters. I usually make a complete pain of myself just by having 1. And also, just a little side note, the Crimson Hunter model on this, it sits okay, but if you put something on the back of this little base tower thing, it will actually hold that up and make it perfectly level. And that's something I like to do with mine. So anyway, and then I have 3 fire prisms. And all the vehicles have holo fields, and the fire prisms have spirit stones on top of that. And the great thing about spirit stones is they get rid of shaken on a 2-up, which means they can still fire, because shaken means you can't shoot. Right?
Shaken means that you snap fire. So for a 10 weapon, that you'd be on fire like the bee.
But on a 6.
Yeah.
So I can't slacken my firing pace. And the reason why the fire prisms I think are going to be awesome is that they have enormous range, 1, and that they also can adapt to the situation. They can do like big template, they can drop big templates at strength 5 AP3, or they can do a strength 9 AP1 lance. And I think John's really going to have his work cut out for him to, he's going to have to deal with those, and deal with them pretty quickly. Okay, so just a few commentaries before we get going. Would you mind? Thanks.
Sure.
So looking at John's army, let me tell you what scares me. It's the Blood Angels. Because they're fast, and I know once, if he even gets in the center-ish of the board, his threat range is pretty much almost to the edge of the board. So that's something I really need to consider. However, the jet bikes can turbo boost 48 inches. So they can conceivably get over the jetpack unit and still be safe on the other side. So that's going to be an interesting game, because I'm going to have to keep my scoring jet bikes out of trouble. Their only job is to just not get killed until the late game. So they're kind of like the rooks in chess. Now also what I don't like is Straken. So I have no close combat over here. So the strategy is, and I've used this to great effect before, is 2 units of Wraith Guard in 2 Wave Serpents is a tough nut to crack. Because if you kill the Wave Serpent and then they're sitting there, then whatever killed the Wave Serpent is probably going to be dead. And so the foil to the Blood Angels is really the Wraith Guard. And so that's what I got to get to bear on them. So, and then also, if one thing gets completely destroyed and the target unit is anywhere nearby, then the other Wraith Guard can turn around, get out, vectored engines flip back around, and then they can, with Voices of Twilight, they can actually get a little bit further, position themselves better. Anything that gets hit with a full unit of D sides is pretty much going to be gone. It's pretty much cooked. So I'm excited to play my old army again. I'm extremely stoked. Definitely going to have this up and running for Valhalla, May 5th through 10th. Tickets still available, and...
It's going to be done, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He'll have a prototype.
Now it's on
a prototype,
video.
And then next week, plenty of time to get that finished. Yeah, we're pretty stoked.
Nah, I'm
because it's like 3 weeks away, right?
Something like that.
24 through to the 5th. Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks away. Yeah. Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in, and on we go to the. Okay, going to take a shot at telepathy. What is it that I want? I want hallucination.
That's a
or
good
invisibility.
Or Puppet Master. That's
yeah.
good too.
Okay, there we go. Invisibility. I'm definitely going to take that.
Okay.
Yep.
So the first one.
3 Primaris.
6. That's
gets a 6.
Awful, so he'll be prescience. And then the next one.
He's only warp charge 1, so he can't take that, right?
Well, Scryer's Gaze is a warp charge 1 anyway. All the divination ones are warp charge 1.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So 4 is perfect timing.
So hold on just a second. Okay. So you got Scryer's Gaze?
Yeah.
Not any good?
Reroll 3 dice and choose the result you want when rolling for reserves out like a mysterious terrain. No, prescience is fine.
Do you have any reserves?
No.
Okay.
So,
okay, got it.
Basically, I got perfect timing, which I'm thinking might be useful, except the ideal thing to have perfect timing on, since it only can target the Psyker and goes on his unit, I wouldn't be able to give that to the tanks, would be the best thing for that. So, he'll just take prescience as well.
Okay.
And, yeah, I mean, throw the last one, a 1, foreboding. That lets me get counterattack and fire Overwatch and full ballistic skill. I doubt I'm going to be getting charged very often.
No,
so
you won't.
I'm just also going to take prescience.
Okay.
And the one that I would have really kind of liked is Misfortune. If I could have rolled that, I probably would have kept it on one of them. That's the one that makes you reroll successful saves. That's the only reason I rolled. Otherwise, I would have just taken prescience on everything.
Okay, great. Yeah. And prescience does what?
That lets you reroll the hits. Okay,
great. So it's a blessing on a squad.
Blessing
then?
on a single friendly unit within 12 inches.
Okay. That's actually very flexible.
It's very good, yeah. Like, the fact that they gave divination to Imperial Guard is just...
Yeah, they didn't have it before?
No.
Okay,
they
wow.
They didn't have it. You had
and made it not a Force Org slot.
Yeah. And
how much are those
50
guys?
Points.
Oh, that's like, incredible.
50 points, there
that's
you go.
Through the roof.
Have it for free.
All right, great.
Basically.
So where are these guys going? Are they joining a unit or
yeah,
just
they'll be one in the combined squad.
Right.
There'll be one probably with Strachan and his squad, and then there'll be one camping out with these tanks.
Okay. Wow. Okay, well let's roll.
Okay.
This is for deployment.
Yes.
Right.
6. All right.
Whoa. That was all part of the Eldar plan.
I'll take the side I'm on.
Okay, fantastic. And does that mean you set up first as well?
Yeah, I'm going to choose first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So set up first, go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we need to do like warlord traits and stuff.
Okay, got it. All right, I love the Yandin warlord traits, so I'm going to go ahead and just roll them. And, Guy, which one do I want? Hatred, no. You know what? I'm going to go with Beacon of Hope Renewed. So I'm going to need a 2 for that.
That's a 3.
3. Okay, Driven by Ancient Doom. Warlord and his unit have hatred.
When you charge me, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't think I said this on camera, but Strachan comes with Warlord power that gives him and his unit Relentless. Okay, so you already have it.
Yeah. You're set.
So
okay.
I'm going to start deploying.
Well, that's Warlord and Imperial Guard now deploying.
Yeah. There's a Red Thirst roll for the Assault Marines, which they're not Red Thirst.
Okay. All right, John's set up, no reserves, and we'll get back to it. All right, folks, we're done deploying, and John is going to tell you a little bit about his army and where it is.
All right, so starting over here, behind this building, we've got Harker and his veterans with their las cannon, just kind of looking down the firing lane there.
Does Harker give them something?
He is himself, has a heavy bolter that has rending, and he's relentless, but he doesn't actually give anything to the squad.
Can he issue orders?
No, he's
not an officer.
Not an officer. He's just a veteran.
All right. What's next?
So then up here we got our assault squad with our sanguinary
Where's
priest.
Mephiston?
He's down here. Mephiston doesn't join units. He's just
He's just by himself.
Yeah, he's not an independent character. He's a character.
Okay.
So he can't join units.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's one thing that it's easy to target him out. So basically he's just sitting close to the 6-inch bubble of the Sanguinary Priest. Feel no pain because he's stuck in a 6, so he'll get it from everything.
Right.
Aside
that
from,
makes him really hard to kill.
Attacks.
What's his invuln?
He doesn't have one.
Oh, wow.
That's why you want the Feel no pain.
Got it. Okay, next.
We got a Primera Psyker sitting back here to be presciencing the tank unit, which are back here.
What's their leadership?
The Primera Psykers? I think it's 9? Maybe 9?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Primera
Yeah,
Psykers,
I would guess 9.
Yeah, you're looking at 9.
Okay. What's next?
So then you got the Chimera here with Strachan and his command squad in position. Strachan.
Got it. I
And
thought
his
said
command.
Shrek.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not that. Are you calling me ugly? That's the German word for ugly.
Yes.
Anyway, Blob Squad is all in here and in there. Right there, the whole unit together. They've got a Psyker with them and a Ministorum Priest. The other priest is here, and there's a Psyker in that unit too. That's in the Chimera. And then the Platoon Command Squad's perched up in here with their las cannon at the window to deal with anything that might try and come over here and shoot at that thing that's in back there.
And actually, this is probably the most threatening
it's pretty good
on the board.
This affords a little cover on that side, so I mean, but it does dominate pretty much all this half. I mean, it probably only has range to about here anyway, maybe a little longer, but yeah. So that's my setup. Basically, just trying to I was gonna like put a bunch of stuff to one side, and like at first I had the Blood Angels over here, but then he would have put everything over there. Because apparently he's scared of them for some reason.
I am scared of them for some reason.
For
a reason.
So I centralized as much as I could so if he decided to put things to one side, it didn't hurt me too much.
Right. So now I have on at least one occasion uttered the phrase, "How bad could Mephiston be?"
Really?
Yeah. I was playing Tyranids. And I was like, oh, my Hive Tyrant will just move in and wipe him out.
You know, he's only
no, you're not Hive
7,
Tyrant.
Strength 10, AP 3, Force Weapon?
Force Weapon?
Force Sword, yeah. And basically, if you had bought the Wraith Knight, he would have gone directly at that Wraith Knight and killed it.
Yeah.
Because Mephiston loves Wraith Knights.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Wraith Knights. He says, hey, Wraith Knight, you're dead.
Okay, yeah. Is that the reason you brought that? That
was my Wraith Knight protection, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like he's not going to do anything without a Wraith Knight being here. He can still go walk up to tanks and be like, I'm strength 10.
That's bad. Okay, so we've got our objective, the Orb of Power in the middle here.
Yes.
That is our relic.
That is our relic for the day.
Yep. This is actually a holographic projection of a critical planet.
Yes.
Here.
And actually, if we want to think about, like, this lane right here is pretty well protected from just about all sorts of, like, fire.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's not, like, if you're just sitting in here, there's the only way that you
If I steal the initiative, these jet bikes, this one unit of 3 jet bikes is going to go in.
And then they're going to die.
And probably die hideously.
Yep.
I will throw their lives away.
But,
yeah, so John's really got a leg up here. Okay, so this is where I roll a 6.
Yeah.
I'm a little off today on my calling it.
Really?
I feel it. I feel it in my bones that I'm off.
You've been like just kind of pushing aside now that it matters.
That's true. Okay, I'm ready. I'm letting go.
Oh, that was close.
5.
All right, so it'll be my turn first, which I guess I have some psychic powers to cast. Firstly, I'm gonna go with. We'll have this guy cast some prescience on the tanks there. Okay. And that will fail, so no prescience on them for this turn. Blob Squad will take some prescience. There, got it. And in the Chimera, he'll target his own unit with prescience, and they will have that.
All right, awesome.
Mephiston will cast Wings of Sanguinius. He just took his 3-book powers, so I didn't bother going out of the book. So Wings of Sanguinius, so he can move like a jetpacker. And I will start moving with him. Okay, so this is actually the roll for night fighting that we forgot. So that's a 3. That means no night fighting first turn. So we'll roll for that come turn 4 or 5.
All right, Blue Table fans. Well, John, are you done with your movement?
I actually just finished, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say while he was doing his movement, but I guess he's already finished. Okay, So you just moved your guys forward?
Yeah, I really
the
did.
Tanks have moved
the tanks
12
moved up.
at least, right?
No, this guy went like this.
6?
This guy went like that.
Okay.
This one was here, went here. So, movement here, I moved these guys. I kept the last cannon still, so he will be able to shoot. I kept this missile launcher still, but I realize now that I just blocked my own line of sight, so whatever.
Well, you're welcome to readjust that.
There's not
really no way around it. You'd have to move the tank like way back.
Yeah, I think as a heavy tank, yeah, and he's only 24 inches, so I need to get him up. And I had one shot at one jet bike that I can make with this guy and these guys too, so it's really fine.
Okay.
I don't need that. It was just a little extra thing.
Oh, hold on. Was that las cannon there the whole time?
Yeah.
And I just set my guys up like right in line of sight.
I had him right there. Just
wow.
Watching
that was a big oversight on my part.
You might be able to zop one guy there.
I might lose a jet bike unit straight up. That's not good.
Yeah,
they were supposed to live.
So yeah, these guys shuffled over. These guys moved. They stood. They just kind of stood their ground up here. They're going to take a shot at that thing. As we saw on camera, I rolled for night fighting, and we didn't get night fighting.
Okay,
so we'll roll for that later in the game. These guys just jumped up, and we're ready to start some shooting.
I think we need to roll some dice.
Yeah, so
let's do it.
I'm gonna do some ordering here. Thinking, you know, I like this one. Strachan's gonna try and do fire on my target on his unit. So you can see this jet bike here, but it's got lots of cover, and this is going to give him Norse cover.
Okay.
So he'll roll a leadership check. Oh, he'll fail.
10.
Actually,
or 11, rather.
Actually, you know what? I don't even think you can order your own unit, so that was waste anyway. Doesn't matter. Didn't go off. So, other orders? I don't have any. So we'll just start shooting regularly then.
Okay.
So we'll do multi-laser and a heavy bolter from the Chimera. We'll shoot
on the jet bike unit?
At the jet bike unit, which I can only see one, so this can only kill one guy.
Right, I'm ready.
So multi-laser's green. So we need 4s to hit. 2 and 2, and they're toughness 4, right?
Yep.
So 3s for the red and 2s for the green. So it looks like we got 1 and 1, which you'll get a cover save, or your normal armor's actually better 3 up.
Okay, 2 3-ups.
They're good.
2 4s. Made it.
Alright, so next thing to do is have...
that was the Chimera versus the jet bikes.
The las cannon's going to pop the top here and just make that same shot.
Okay.
This is a prescience las cannon in Strachan's squad. Even though the Chimera moved, Strachan gives his squad relentless. So it only moves 6 inches, so he gets to shoot at full ballistic skill, which he'll miss. Twin linked 3. He's a veteran. He hits. And strike 9.
I'm sorry, the las cannon was twin linked?
Yeah, I got prescience on that unit in the Chimera.
Oh, I see. Got it.
And that's a wound, so you have a cover save of
4 up. Misses, so one guy dies.
One guy dies, and now
he goes to jet bike heaven. Run, 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 run.
So now over here,
he loves it.
Some line of sight there.
He's happier
on these other 2 guys. So we're gonna have Harker shoot his 3 heavy bolter shots, and the one las cannon here. I'm gonna shoot at that jet bike squad.
Okay.
So Harker hits twice, the las cannon hits once, and we got no wound on the las cannon, 1 wound from the heavy bolter of Harker, which is only AP4, so normal.
Okay. 3 up.
He's good.
Makes it with the 5.
Alrighty.
Rin, what's going on, stud? You got some casts to show me? Okay, good. Okay,
right.
What's next?
We're gonna have this missile launcher, even though it moved, it's going to try and snap shoot.
Okay, they can snap fire. Okay,
yeah, because it's a single shot, not a template.
Got it.
Just this
crack
one
missile on the wave serpent.
See the wave serpent there. Okay. So he does have prescience from the Psyker, so it's twin linked at least. That's a miss, and that's a miss. So nothing there.
Okay.
And then just the last cannon up there is going to shoot at it as well.
The machine gun nest here.
Yeah, in there. One last cannon shot at the wave serpent. Will hit.
Nice.
And strength 9 versus 13.
Yep, 12.
Oh, it's only 12 on the front.
Yep.
Okay. There's a pen if you don't make your cover save.
4 up. Makes it. Awesome.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, I lost a jet bike.
You did. So I'm just going to do some, like a run with these guys here, which they're going to go 5 inches Mephiston, 1 inch for him. Actually, he's fleet. I'm going to reroll 4 inches for Mephisto. So we're going to do that, and that'll be all for turn 1. Considering how much line of sight blocking terrain there is. So
yeah, well, you got, yeah.
It's not bad.
You got, well, and we both have shooting armies, so.
Oh yeah,
I think.
mean, I tried to bring some close combat elements just to balance out a little bit.
But this board is pretty thick.
Oh yeah, I like it personally. I think it's going to make it way more interesting than otherwise we might as well just been playing Yahtzee with miniatures. We'll just roll some dice and hope we get all fives.
Awesome. Leadership check for the jet bikes.
They're good.
They love it on a 7.
All right.
Okay, great. So Voices of Twilight says that it is a blessing that targets all Wraith units within 12 inches. That's shorthand.
Yes.
But it does say targets. And I was like, my argument initially was, well, it's affecting all those units, not picking certain ones. But it does use the word target, and the rules say you can't target a unit inside a transport.
Yeah, you can't target a unit inside a transport if you're not in the transport with them.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, it's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so it can get his own unit, but it can't sweep out and get the other thing. So I am going to do that, looking for a 9 or less. Which 10. I fail on a 10.
We accept. No battle focus for them this turn.
That changes things quite a bit.
Yes, that changes what you're going to do.
Here's why. Because this is 6 inches, so I can get my guys out up to 6 inches. So
once you flip them around, yeah. So you'll hit like 3 guys and be able to kill them?
Yeah, that is not...
Maybe 4?
That is not enough to prevent a potent counterattack.
Yes.
Of course, it would be 10 hits from Wall of Flame.
If I charged you.
Right, if I charge, so that'd be 5 wounds. So.
I would say that if I decided to, if you came out and shot me, you'd probably kill whatever you could get.
Sure.
And then if I decided to charge you, I would die.
Absolutely.
So that wouldn't be the smart move.
It's actually
for me.
Yeah, getting them out. I think just getting up there is the best thing. Unfortunately, I'm facing down the 2 Lumen
Firepower. And you know what? You know what's going to love those Wraith Guard? All the Plasma Blasts is going to love those Wraith Guard. So this is basically a big, hey, if you get out, be prepared.
So
and actually this too, Strength 5 Rending is going to be...
Is this a troops choice?
That is a troops choice.
So, but that is sort of desperate times call for desperate
But it
measures.
is only turn 1, right? And yeah, they're jump packers. They can only take the relic 6 inches per phase. So they can only get 12 inches away for an entire phase if I take the relic.
Yeah, and I'm just going to shoot the heck out of them.
So, I mean, chances are they're just going to die. They're like the sacrificial lambs, and hopefully you'll have to put more firepower than it's worth it into them. But who knows? So
a slightly better move might be
pretty much everything
just
has come up like this.
Get my tanks up closer like this, play the shooting game, and just be in a better spot next turn too. All right, in my time playing Eldar, and especially with the new book, don't play the very timid game with the Eldar. They have all this maneuverability, but you have to keep the heat on. You have to be shooting with the max amount of things every turn, and take some risks. All too often I lose with the Eldar because I get into their mindset, which is my souls are too precious to die. No, in the game, you throw things away if it needs to happen to get the objective. So, to continue, so I was going to get the Wraith Guard out, but there's a couple reasons why not. First off, I'd only get a couple of things, and then I would die hideously to that. Thank you for pointing that out, John. Strength 7, AP2, no cover
5
saves.
blasts. No, you get cover if there was intervening things.
Right. Okay. But anyway, the Wraith Guard can just evaporate all too easy.
Yeah.
Now he may demech me conceivably and still be able to pull off that.
It's possible.
Maneuver. So
I don't have very much high strength.
Right,
but I do have
these
some.
2 missile launchers are blocked by this building, so I'm facing that. The Punisher, definitely. What's
Strength 5 Rending. So,
so that can't get through.
It can. Conceivably, if I roll 6s on the pen roll, that'll rend, and then I get an additional D3, so it'll be 11, and I could get pens if I roll 3s.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the best.
Cannon could probably get
it's definitely not the best.
I'm very exposed, but I do believe that the scatter lasers can possibly do something against this Chimera here. Or is that like the dumbest move that I could ever make?
What, try and go after the Chimera?
Well, and then now Mephiston can come up and pound one of these, right? Because he can go...
He'd be able to go 12, but that'd be a really hard charge for him.
Is it?
I mean, okay, he's...
Yeah, why am I moving up so close?
He's fleet. Oh. He's fleet, so like getting up that terrain would be hard.
And the counter is really tough for him too, because the Wraith Guard will annihilate him.
What's the strength of their flamers?
Strength 4.
He's toughness 6.
Yeah,
so you
but
need
on a
6s to wound.
6 is instant death.
He's okay.
Is he Eternal Warrior?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Oh, I know he's toughness 6.
I'm doing it.
So.
The other reason why I didn't want to get him out is this fire prism can actually see these guys.
He might be.
And I'm going to put a blast right here on this guy. Okay. So let's start shooting. Why not? For kicks and giggles.
All right.
All right. So let's open with the fire prism here. I've already checked line of sight. I can hit this guy. It's only 2 guys. Okay. So here it comes.
That way.
That's a lot. Yeah, that hits nothing.
Are you sure? What's his ballistic skill?
It was 8 inches. Minus 4 is 4 inches.
That way?
See?
Okay, fair enough.
A lot of nothing.
Didn't hit anything.
It's too bad. Okay, so I am going to do 2 lances on the Punisher.
Okay.
So here those come. In fact, I'll do this one first.
Okay.
And you will get covered. So
and I'll get additional cover.
And it's strength 9 lance.
Well, possibly.
So that's a glancing hit.
Glance. All right. So 1 glance. So let's see here. Technically,
it covers more than half.
No, but there's additional rules here. You're in my side arc, but you're shooting at my front, which means I'll get an additional +1 to the cover save.
Oh, okay.
Which means it's a 3-up instead of a 4.
Is that an Imperial Guard thing?
No, that's a big rulebook rule.
Really?
Yeah, it's at least. Hold on, we're pretty sure. We were talking about the other day when Thomas and I were playing.
Okay, well I'm fine with it.
Well, I don't want to do it wrong now and be wrong. So obscured vehicles, and then you see this picture here. In picture 3, the entirety of the front of the Space Marine Rhino is hidden by the ruins. However, part of the side is visible. The Rhino is obscured and gains +1 to its cover save. So basically, it's if you're in my side, but you're shooting at my front, and my entire side's obscured, I gain +1 to the cover save.
Oh, I thought this was the opposite. Like what you just read was the entire front was covered.
Right, but the fire dragons that were in his front arc.
Okay.
So that was the thing.
That's
so
roll 'em.
Yeah, let's watch me fail after all that. Yeah, look at that. So a glance goes through.
1 glance. All right, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill him with this last fire prism shot.
Okay.
6.
That's a hit.
And then here comes a 6.
That's a 1. Bounces off.
All right.
Boing!
Okay, I'm back on my game. I'm deciding that right now.
Okay.
Okay, shuriken cannon here.
Okay.
Whoops, I don't know why I'm rolling scatter dice. 1 hit, strength 6.
That's a wound.
Yep, so that's that guy.
What's the AP?
AP is 5.
5, so he just dies.
Okay.
Actually, they have forward sentry, so he's got a 6-up cover even out in the open.
Okay.
But he dies.
All right. Now the wave serpents. Ooh, wow, I did not do anything against these guys at all. That's not awesome. All right, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me just think this through. Yeah, I've got to shoot those guys.
All right,
and then
bring it on.
This later.
So we got some scatter laser shots?
Yeah, so here it comes. I'm not blowing the serpent shield in any case.
Twin linked, I imagine?
Yep, it sure is. So in fact, I'm just going to roll all.
Because you're just going to do it all?
Yeah.
All right.
Here it comes.
So that's a lot of hits.
Strength 6.
2s?
7 wounding hits.
7 wounds. So I got, looks like 4 before the Sanguinary Priest. So I'm going to get my 7 dice out here and start rolling 4 at a time until I get to him. So 3 ups. Looks like I failed 2, but feel no pain. Nice. They make both on a 6 and a 5.
Awesome.
And then the other 3 here, armor saves, all made.
Yep. So did I kill anything?
You killed 1 guardsman so far.
Wow, that is not an awesome showing for the Eldar. Okay.
Still have them.
The, what's it?
The cannon.
Cannon?
Yeah, cannon.
1 hit. Strength 6. 1 wound.
It's a wound. And they have carapace armor, so that'll be a 4-up. Which he will make.
Okay. So, jet bike moves?
Actually, wait a minute. Sorry, they're platoon. I can't give them an upgrade. Why would I think that? He's dead.
Okay. I don't think this guy shot, and he's shooting at the Blood Angels there.
2, 2, 2.
With no hits.
Oof.
All 2s across the board.
Brutal.
Okay, jet bike moves, 2d6.
Yep.
4 inches. That gets me
They're going to head on to cover there.
As much as I can. Well, keep the cannon behind.
Okay, yep. Don't want to lose that.
And then here, they're just going to jump back. 5 inches is plenty.
Oh, hiding behind the building. And then these gentlemen up here.
These guys need like a 7.
They got a 6.
Yeah, I think 6 will still put this guy on the ground. Ooh, but not
Not
much behind.
Well, it's still hard for me to get a pretty good lane there, really.
It's your go.
Are you going to jetbike move that other unit back there or no?
Nope.
Okay,
Right
then turn 2 for me. I'll start with some psychic powers here while I got the camera. So prescience on my tanks is going to fail on double 6s. That's perils, right?
Yeah.
So he just dies because you don't get invulns against that anymore, right?
Does it Primaire Psyker only has 1?
Oh wait, maybe it's 2.
Hey, just take a win.
Yeah. Okay. At any rate.
Roll dice.
Yeah. Here.
Okay, that's for the Punisher.
Oh yeah. Perfect. To replace my little die there. Put it on top here. All right. So on the blob squad, that's gonna fail.
Wow.
I'm just gonna get none. And then
awesome.
in the Chimera, they get it. Strachan and his squad have it.
Like, don't screw it up like those other guys.
I don't want it. It's okay. I don't want any prescience. So, the Mephiston wings. He's got it. All right.
The first thing is notice how happy John is now. He's like, yay, shooting. Go, shoot.
Dangerous terrain for Mephiston in there.
Oh, okay.
He's good.
All right.
So,
he wishes he could have more dangerous terrain.
Yeah. I moved some stuff. I'm going to try and assault that 5 person and get rid of
Yeah,
all
only
those.
5.
5 inches to get to the
What do you
hull.
have to kill that?
Crack grenades.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the rear armor?
Right. 10.
So, strength 6.
Yeah, no, that could do it.
Yeah, it's possible. And if not, then you move away and I probably get blown up. So, good times.
Yeah, hideously, I might add.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, go
so
ahead.
So first thing I have to do is some orders. Start at the start of the turn. So Strachan's going to use the mobile command vehicle of the Chimera to order this unit to bring it down.
Okay.
So that'll pass. And that's going to give them Monster Hunter and Tank Hunter.
Okay.
So now they must immediately make a shooting attack, which is going to be literally, nope, it's going to be this one rocket launcher at that.
Is that the order then?
The order is,
Does the order make him shoot immediately?
yes.
Okay.
The ordered unit must make a shooting attack and they gain bubble.
Okay, got it.
So,
So do they get to shoot again then? Or this is their shooting attack?
no, this is their shooting.
They don't get 2 rounds
No,
of shooting
no.
because of the order?
No.
Right, that'd be very
so
powerful.
one rocket launcher will hit.
Okay,
And
strength
now,
8?
Strength 8, and Tank Hunter gives, what, 2 dice for the pen, or just re-roll pen?
I don't. So it's re-roll.
I can re-roll
Okay, got it.
pens, even if it's a glance, if I want to try and get a pen.
Okay, got it.
So there's a fail, so I'll re-roll it. And there's another 3, which is, again, a fail.
Nice.
So, nothing there.
11 versus 12.
That is all
What's
right.
next?
Do I have any other orders? No. Well, actually, the tank commander's unit is going to try and do an order. So he's going to do, I need to get a 9 or less on the dice, which I do.
6,
So
got it.
they're going to do fire or smite at will, which is they can shoot at separate targets. The tank commander has to shoot first, and I cannot fire on passengers that disembark if I blow up a transport or something.
Okay, got
So
it. Oh,
he's
I
gonna,
see.
Yeah,
Got it.
Basically, it just makes it so I can't have him blow something up and then this one just wipe away
The contents,
'cause they're shooting
which would be
simultaneously.
awesome.
They're shooting simultaneously,
Sure.
which is why I can't do that. So this one's going to attempt to rend that thing. So I'm going to gather up 20 dice here. 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. So I'll hit on 3s.
Okay, so this is against the Wave Serpent.
Yes, indeed, it is. Taking out our 2s and our 1s. So all those miss. And it's against this Wave Serpent
Thank you,
specifically.
Jonah.
Yes,
That's
thank
very
you.
helpful.
And now I need 5s. Or sorry, I need 6s. And then this each 6, since it's rending, will roll an
Right.
additional D3
Right.
to try and
Which on
get
a 2
through.
will
Yeah,
glance.
a 2.
Got it.
Well, a 2 actually it'll be 11. So
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So anything will glance, and 2 or 3 will pen.
Got it.
So I've got a couple rends here. That was 2 right there. So let's see what I get. Looks like I got a pen and a pen. So
Okay.
you can go ahead and
Yeah, the serpent
you don't
shield.
have color, but you have your serpent shield.
So, and this is why I left those serpent shields on. So
but
one of them
one gets through. As a
Okay,
glance or
so
as
I've
a pen?
taken a glance. Go ahead.
Here's the pen. Pen is a 1, so you're just shaken, which you can get rid of with your
Ignore
spirit
on.
stone.
Oh no, I didn't give them spirit stones.
Okay, so it's shaken.
So shaken.
That's-
And 2 hold points off.
Yes, 2 hull points. So now he makes his shooting attack, which is going to go against the other Wave Serpent. So we're talking,
This is the executioner.
yeah, so we're
Okay, got
talking
it.
5.
What's this for? Oh, no, that's okay. We don't use those.
So here's 5.
Thank you, though.
5 rolls for gets hot.
Actually, I will leave that on there. Okay, go.
So these are all the gets hots for the different ones here.
Wow.
So none got hot. So now I'll start firing off blasts. So here's the first one, which is going to be center mass on that.
Okay.
And that's going to hit. So there's 1 hit on that. Second one is going to go that way 3 inches. Actually, it's only listed to kill 3. The commander only is 4. So it's going to go 3 inches, which is going to hit both of them.
Hits both.
So we got 2 and 1.
That was perfect.
And now the third one is going to go that way 4 inches.
Don't tell me that hits both as well.
So there's 3 and 2.
Ah, that's amazing.
And then that way 3 inches. Which is going to go there, which is...
And also hit both.
So 4 and 2.
Sean, would you stop,
and
please?
And the last one is going to go that way a lot, 6 inches. So that's probably going to be off. In fact, we'll just say that one's off. So it's what, 4
That's amazing.
4 and 3.
Yeah.
So here's 4 on the first one.
Great.
Strength 7, beating 5.
That's really great.
4 on the first one. So we've got a glance and a pen.
Okay.
And on the second one, we've got 3, which we have 2 pens, which you can try and turn to glances.
Right.
So
I'm going to reduce the 3 pens. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. You reduce them all. It's fine.
Right.
And then the glance is a glance. So 2 hull points off that, and that one's wrecked.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
All right.
So disembark these guys.
This last cannon over here is going to attempt to peel the last hull point off that wave serpent.
Okay, I'm ready.
He misses because they're just platoon, so just that.
Okay, great for me.
Over here, we've got some guys in this building here. The last cannon stayed still, everything else moved in.
Okay.
So we got Harker with his heavy bolter, can see that nice unit right there, and then one last cannon will shoot that as well. And we'll see what's in range for our last guns. Looks like, you can see out the windows there. 1, 2, I think only. So they'll be the small white dice. So these are veterans, hitting on 3s. Harker missed horribly. So these last guns need your toughest 4, they need 5s. And that is a miss on a 3. And the last cannon will wound. So you'll get cover from the building or from you moving, either one.
Okay, so how many wounds?
Just 1 last cannon wound.
Okay.
You're
Makes
good.
it.
Yep.
Awesome. That makes me happy.
All right. So that unit shot, so just the Chimera, which will shoot its multi-laser and heavy bolter, laser being green, and he's gonna, let's see, the multi-laser's 6. So it could theoretically peel the last hull point off that other wave serpent, which I would like to get rid of the mobility of that. So we're gonna try that. So here's, I could, let's just try that. Let's have the multi-laser we'll just choose to shoot at that wave serpent, of which it will hit twice and cause no glance.
3 and a 1.
So nothing there. Strachan squad, the lads cannon will shoot at that after they'll pop the top
for a 4.
Needing a 3 veteran.
Okay.
And it's twin linked, so that'll hit. Last cannon.
9.
That's a glance.
That's 12. Yeah,
so,
nothing I can do.
You did move in your skimmer. You get a 5 up Jake.
Oh, okay. Nope. That's wrecked.
Actually, you should have gotten Jinx against everything.
Oh, yeah. Can I go back and try that?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay, that might bring this guy back.
What do we have? We had two pens on that, and I forget. 2 pens and a glance.
Okay, well, let's just
all
call
the
it
points
2.
off this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be 1 left.
That would change my shooting.
Okay. Well, do you want to peel this one, and then that'd make sense because then I guess 1 whole point
either way,
each.
I end up killing one and not the other. So.
Okay.
Do you want to? You can just do whatever. Really.
Yeah, because really you were focusing on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. It's a bit of a fudge, but and arguably, I've always viewed it that it's the responsibility of the person that rolls the dice, primarily to remember.
Right.
Right? It's good sportsmanship, but only you inside your own mind would know if you remembered that or not, right? And of course he did, because he brought it up later and of course allowed me to even go back and do it. So anyway, just I guess a point of etiquette there. So thank you, John. That's very nice.
No, I think that's all the shooting. I have no running. All we're going to do is have them attempt to charge there.
Assault. I'm ready.
It's a 5-inch charge, we said?
Yep. 4.
That's
A 6.
So I'm
okay.
in.
I'll go ahead and move
Yeah.
them on in. That's 5. So these guys should be not far
Yeah,
behind.
they'll pile in 3 inches, and
Okay,
I'll be able to try and put some grenades on there. So there's 5 of them.
I'm ready.
So I'll hit you on 3. He lost his jump pack when I was moving him.
I'm ready.
Unfortunately. So we got.
Can you hold on? Okay. Well, a whole lot of me forgetting stuff then. The holo fields would have given them saves too. +1 to their cover save. And 6 if they don't have one. So but that's okay. Go ahead. I'm ready.
So actually I have 6 grenades because the Sanguinary Priest is there too.
There you go. So you're looking for 3s.
3s to hit.
Okay.
Which all but
That's
1 hit.
5.
And now we need, the rear armor's 10, so I need 4s at least to do something. Which I did 1.
Wow. 1 glance.
That's brutal.
That was awesome for me.
That was
So
good for you.
goodbye
No, good for
that
me.
squad. All right, folks, that's all we got today. It is 4, and I need to move on to my next item.
Yes.
So thanks a lot, John. What I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to get this part of the bat rep up tonight. But when we finish the bat rep, I'm going to make a full version of it and just let you know where to skip to if you've already seen this one, because I'm a huge fan now of getting them all up in one giant thing. And I have a slightly better computer now that is very friendly to video processing. So I might even improve the quality.
No!
Yeah, that's right. For the first time in 10 years. That's right.
All right.
Folks, remember, it's about quantity.
We'll come back to Eldar Turn 2 sometime.
All right, thanks a lot.
So, no field no pain against instant death, so I've got 11 wounds total, 2 of which are instant death.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 guys that just die, that are the closest, followed by
It's AP2.
AP2, so a bunch of field no pains. Because it's only strength 4, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll get field no pain.
Oh, okay, I thought if Feel No Pain didn't give it against instant death.
Well, that's why these 2 guys who had instant death died.
Okay.
I'm assuming you want me to take the instant deaths first. Okay. So now I have 9 field
Oh yeah,
no
they're
pains.
not all instant
Yeah.
death. Got it, thank you.
So here's 9. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to try and do is just start looking outs off the Sanguinary Priest 2 at a time. So there's a 2 and a 1. So he's taking 1 so far, which I guess I should do those first. So here's his Feel No Pain that he fails, so he takes a wound. And then the Feel No Pain on the other guy fails it, so 1 guy dies. So yeah, go ahead and just mark him with a wound. So that's 2 of the wounds. So now here's 2 more Feel No Pains. Or not Feel No Pains, sorry. Lookouts, which I failed 1. So
Okay.
Feel No Pain for the Sanguinary Priest, he's dead. But since this is all simultaneous, I'll still get Feel No Pains on the rest, but another 1 dies. So now there's 5 more Feel No Pains on that last guy to see if he can live. Oh, he died. I didn't roll a single 1, did I? Nope. I didn't make a single 1.
That is highly unusual.
Yeah. It's even more so that just like, obviously I only needed to fail 1 there for that to end hideously for me, but couldn't even make a single 1.
Okay.
So you still got that 1.
I just have this
yeah,
unit
the
of
1
jet
unit of
bikes.
jet bikes.
So we've got Shuriken Cats.
Yep.
Those are all hits.
Okay.
And then Shuriken Cannon. And the cannon on 2s.
Yep.
And then the cats on
3s.
3s.
Probably because of strength 4.
There you go. So 1 no save, and then 4
Well, it's all going to just
AP.
basically be cover saves
there you
anyway.
go.
So since I'm in the building, that's a 4 up, and then how many was it total?
5.
5, and then I have forward sentry, so the camel gear will make it a 3 up save.
Okay.
So we'll start with, well, let's see. Closest one's going to be 2 guys as closest before Harker, so 2 at a time here. I make both of those, and I make the last one. These guys like to roll decently. So no casualties there. Any other things for you to do?
Did I not inflict a single?
3 up cover saves, I made them.
Okay.
So your jet
I'm
bike
just
moving?
doing my jet bike.
All right, so after he finishes those, it'll be the Imperial Guard. All right, so Psychic Powers will do the guy inside there.
Prescience.
Yep, prescience on his unit.
Successful
They are
with a
good.
6.
Prescience for the Blob Squad. Good, on an 8. Prescience on the Executioner. Also good. And then
wow, those guys are great, man.
Wings for Mephiston.
Great.
He's good.
All right.
So all the powers went off. I'm gonna start moving. Let's see here. You can probably.
All right. While we're waiting for John to make his move, let's take a look at what's in trade stock. We've got a bunch of Forge World stuff for Space Marines here. Spencer's rolling over. He wants a piece of this. Okay, what else is going on, Spencer?
We have
I'm ready.
Complete Avenue Loken set.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Okay, so that's going up. What's next?
I've got a whole ton of vampire counts again.
Okay, looks like something like 80 zombies.
Over 100.
Over 100?
Pretty sure.
All right, well, that's a great way to get your zombies shored up.
A lot of skeletons, some very interesting old grave guard. Like some of them were made from like old Bretonian.
Oh yeah, no, I remember those.
A bunch of miscellaneous heroes that kind of need to be sorted.
Okay. So this, what I love about this is, you know, we could paint these, and that'd be a really good way to get your zombies up. Oh, and look, another packet.
Yep, there's still another box
Awesome.
there.
Do you know what's in here?
Have a clue.
All right. And then, of course, this giant Flames of War army, which through today I have up for a very, very special price. Okay, what's going on?
Apparently there's another box.
Oh, and another box. All right, fantastic. And for those of you new to our service, we also have, when you commission us to assemble and paint your figures, we have this wonderful building that it belongs to us. We're the brick and mortar version of a miniatures painting service. And so you get notification when your package arrives, you get notification when you send your instructions in, you get notification when it moves to the art department, and then of course your high definition pictures at the end of the project. So BTP is definitely the place to go for your project. We're in extremely high demand, so now is a good time to get your army set up.
There's allegedly a box over here, but none of them say trade stock.
All right, thanks a lot, Spencer. Okay, go ahead.
All right,
hold on. So Mephiston tears out of here.
Yeah.
Right, and we're playing these as the crow flies, so this is only like a 3-inch charge here. It is difficult, but there you go.
Yeah, I'd have to roll 3 dice and take the 2 lowest.
Move your cover?
Well, no, that's when you do a charge.
no. Okay, I got it.
Mephiston's fleet, so I can reroll any and all dice. So if I
He's
roll,
fleet too?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Has fleet base. So, anyway,
for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
250 points when I want some stuff.
Yeah, no, that's great, yeah.
This unit's going to start by throwing...
by the way, this is going to be a really rough turn for the Eldar.
We're going to shoot a las cannon and Harker's heavy bolter
Okay.
and those Wraith Guard back there.
I'm ready. I was not expecting that. I expected them to come out blazing on these
I couldn't see them no matter what. This thing's blocking the window too much.
I see.
So, anyway, everything hits there. And we've got, triple the las cannon wounds.
Okay.
Which I can't see the front guy. This guy I can see is up on the building
That's
there.
it.
So he's just...
Does he have cover?
Yeah, I'll give you cover.
Okay, because all it takes is a foot, right?
Well, it takes 25%.
Oh, wait, it does? I thought cover was any amount covered at all. Like his toe covered would be covered. Is it?
Sure it's 25.
Okay, even for infantry.
I think so.
All right, I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's not, but either way, I gave you the cover and you made it. Do you want me to look it up?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Right. Let's go ahead and do this guy here, shooting over here. So he's prescient.
Oh, here's the thing.
So it's going to go that way 5 inches, but I think I'm going to take the prescience reroll. Oh, wait, I have to do get tots even first. So I'll do that in a second. I got 3, 4 get tots rolls here. None get hot, so that's nice. So here's my prescience reroll.
How come he only has 4 shots?
You took away one of the weapons, so the other sponson is gone. So that one's gonna go that way an inch, which means it's still gonna do some hitting.
Okay.
So
hitting the kitten.
That was hardly that good. So is that 2 or 3?
Yep, 2.
2?
No, I'm gonna say 3.
3. All right. So second shot.
Okay.
Going in the same place.
So 3 hits so far.
So that's another 4 right there.
Okay, got it.
So, and that one's a hit on the double one. So there's
is that another 4?
Yep. And then the last.
I think I know what happens here.
Reroll for twin linked. that way an inch.
Okay, which we determined was 3.
Well, this is slightly different, so
oh,
this
it
might
is.
only be 1
so
or 2.
1. Okay.
Probably
I think
1.
it looks like 1 to me.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's 4, 8, and then actually
12.
I got the heavy bolter to shoot at him too.
Okay, got it.
So we hit with 2.
2 hits, 2 4s.
Strength 5, toughness 5.
Yep.
So 1 wound.
1 wound from the heavy bolter.
So why don't you go ahead and, I guess I gotta
12
roll
cover
my,
saves, I guess?
Well, no, I gotta roll my wounds.
Okay.
4, 8, and
12.
indeed. Yeah.
So
Strength
this
7.
is the Executioner against the Wraith Guard.
2s. So I rolled a few 1s in here. Whoops. That was a 1. So we got 4, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, because from the heavy bolter wound.
Oh, got it. Fails.
So one guy dies to the heavy bolter.
Okay, and then here's the other 8.
Yep, the other 8 plasma wounds.
So looking for 5.
5. She made it.
Nope, they're all dead. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the 1. So they're all dead. Yep. That gets rid of them. That's nifty.
Wow, and so for 200 points
They
at least, put a glance on the Chimera.
Well,
that's too bad for
I mean,
them. No, and by the way, Wraith Guard are awesome.
That assault squad was
Take
almost
D
200 points,
size.
and they all they
that
did
is
was
true.
Put
yeah.
Put a whole point on that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's all they managed.
About the same.
Okay.
All right, so let's have the last cannon over here take a shot into.
Okay.
Is the sidearm any different than the front there?
It's the same. It's 12.
All right.
12, 12, 12.
Then
Holo
one
Fields.
last cannon shot. Hits, and that'll be a
pen.
A pen if you have a jinx save.
Okay, so it's 5 plus 1 for Holo Fields. So here it goes. Looking for a 4.
That's good.
Makes it with a 6.
All right, then let's have the.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna have Mephiston throw a plasma pistol shot at that.
Okay, got it.
He misses like a boss with a 1. So
he's like trying to shoot it behind.
Multi-laser's gonna go into them.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry. What's shooting at who now?
the multi-laser here.
Oh, okay. That's it. All right, fine. Whatever.
So I'm shaking, so there's no.
Not
bits.
even worried.
Yeah, it's just throwing whatever shoot.
No,
we can,
you
right?
should. You should.
Then looks like 1 rocket at that thing up there. Twin link from Prescience.
Fire Prism.
Yep. It's a miss, but Prescience. That's a hit. And strength 8 versus 12. It's off the board. So nothing.
Okay, awesome.
All right. What's left? Just the guys in there, which we'll have 1 last cannon pop the top and shoot over there. I don't think I have any other shooting worthwhile. So last cannon will not hit because I'm shaken. The passengers are also firing snapshots.
Okay.
But
you have reroll.
So I can roll 6, but I don't.
Nope.
So that's that there, and then just the assault from Mephiston.
Okay.
So here's his assault roll, which is going to get him there on an 8. So he's 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks, 4 base, 1 for extra hand weapon, and the charge.
Yep.
First, he's going to do his Sanguine Sword power. So he'll be strength 10.
Okay.
So here's my hitting you. They didn't even move, did they?
No, they did.
They did? Oh.
Yeah, they scooched like 2 inches.
So 3s. So there's 4 hits. And strength 10, armor 10. So 4 pens.
Okay.
And
that's a little depressing.
You explode, which means you're going to do a wound to me.
Right.
3-inch explode, so you need a 6.
Nope.
Nothing. So
but the jet bikes also
are they?
are within range, yeah.
They're on a different level.
Yeah, okay. No, that sounds reasonable.
Alright, so...
Okay, so he just blew that up with impunity.
Just blew that thing away, yeah.
Wow.
And I just destroyed a vehicle, so I don't consolidate at all, I just sit there.
Okay.
So...
Wow, Mephiston bad. He really takes it to you. That's not nice. Yeah, and by the way, mathematically, it would take all my heavy shooting to take him out. Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's what I would have to do.
You could do it pretty easily if you just focused everything on him.
Yeah. All right, Eldar, bottom of the third. Let me just give you a recap. I've moved all these jet bikes. I've moved everything to converge on Mephiston. Everything to shoot at Mephiston.
Big distraction.
The only thing that, and indeed he is. Otherwise, I just have to be like, okay, for the next 4 turns of the game, 1 vehicle a turn is going to blow up.
And then here's this guy came over here to snipe him off.
So let's go ahead and take care of the Executioner.
Okay.
Pulse laser.
Yep.
On 2s.
Okay.
Bright lances on 2s.
Wind links it. Pulse weapon. It's like, or it's a laser weapon. It's like a scatter laser. If you hit with the, yes, it is.
It is.
It's a laser weapon.
No.
It twin links your bright lances. Yes, sir.
Pulse laser.
It's a laser weapon.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
He does it. He didn't even believe me, and now it's like mind blown over here.
The pulse laser is like the scatter laser. It has
it's all laser weaponry.
That's insane. So that makes it so the XR pretty much can't miss. I mean, that's
very
insane.
low chance.
Yeah. So that's all hits.
So
that's crazy. The Crimson Hunter was awesome.
Yes. Oh, they're very good.
Yeah, they're great.
So
okay, so 8 versus 13,
so 5s. So 1 pen there.
Wow. Amazing.
And then the lances.
8 versus 12. Oof, 2 pens.
2 pens.
And 3 pens, and there's should be no cover from where I'm sitting.
Not 25 for sure, so just roll your pens, see what happens.
We're seeing if
we got an explode. So
number of inches is 6.
It's gonna do some stuff. So we got the Primaire Psyker. Go ahead and roll for him. That's nothing. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 guardsmen.
Okay. Looking for.
Sorry,
4s.
8 guardsmen. 8 guardsmen.
Looking for 4s.
Yes, sir. Which looks like you got 3.
3.
And I will go ahead and roll some saves here. And I will save 1. So that's gonna be the missile launcher team down. Oh no. Alright. So that's good for you. Take this guy off.
Jeez.
Alright.
Well, I have done away with Pask and with the Executioner.
Yes, indeed.
But the damage is done. The Wraith Guard were evaporated.
Wow.
In a horrible thing. Like, the guy's like, hold on, fancy maneuvers, spins around, blows the back hatch, all the Wraith Guard, like, fall off. Fall after as he, like, centers it on
that was pretty
the building. And then he's like, are you guys okay back there? Big incandescent balls of plasma. That's it. That's it. He's like, I'm just going to go now, okay?
Yeah, that's funny. All right, let's start the shooting at Mephiston, huh?
All Eldar have personal wrist teleporters for when they suffer an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
They teleport out.
All right.
That's why high school was so easy for Eldar.
Oh, dear.
That was a giant dead end. Okay. So, fun while it lasted.
Start the jet bikes.
So let's do narrowest shooting to most broad shooting. So like,
you start with the
this
jet
guy
bike.
can shoot at all sorts of stuff, so I'm just going to start in with the jet bikes. In fact, I'll do these guys first.
Okay.
Here they come. Cats, twin linked. Oh, I didn't roll twin. Oh no, that all hit.
Yeah, they're BS4,
and
right?
then the cannon, not twin linked, and all misses. So I need 6s basically to end.
Yep, and he's toughness 6 for strength 4 weapons, so you need the 6s regardless.
It's
either you wound me and I get nothing, or you don't wound me, unless you're with the catapult.
Right. So here we go.
Yep. There's those. Twin linked. All hits. And the cannon. 1 hit.
1 hit. I'm not
so this will wound on a 4.
Cannons.
No wound. Lots of 2s.
6s.
1. So he takes
Excellent.
a wound. There's nothing I can do about it. I just take it.
Awesome.
Because it's AP2. I only have a 2-up save. No.
And you have 5 wounds?
5 wounds.
Awesome.
So there's 1.
You know, if I owned Games Workshop, here's what I would do.
Make
Every month
Mephiston
I would
terrible.
put out a new FAQ, and I would slip something new in for Mephiston. That he just got
how much more ridiculous can he be?
So like in a year, he'd have like 12 new special moves. But anyway.
That'd be hilarious.
Right.
All right,
okay.
So
now the cannon here.
Yep, that cannon.
So I'm determined.
Okay. That one's cocked die. Yeah. That one hits twice.
2. And
4s? Nothing. Wow, so many 2s with those. Count the number of 2s that the shurikens can.
So this leaves only 3 more things shooting.
But
and that'll be the entirety of.
That is enough to kill him because the strength 8 AP1.
Yep.
The strength 9 AP2.
I probably should have started. Well, no.
Well.
Okay, here it goes. The
Crimson Hunter.
Let's do.
You
No,
do
let's
pulse?
do this
Okay,
guy.
that guy.
He's the narrowest shooter.
Okay.
So no reason to do a big template weapon.
No.
Let's
just
do
one
the
lance. Oh.
And miss.
That'll
this
happen.
guy Lance
Hits and one
more
wound. So I just take the wound. Sorry. Yeah, no problem. Oh no. I should have just let you do it at this point. Yep, he's taken 2.
Okay, and then all I got left is the Crimson Hunter
Which
has
can
to put
do it himself.
more wounds.
He can do it himself.
Absolutely. Okay, Pulse Laser.
He's good.
Pulse Laser, 2 hits. Okay, and then that laser locks the bright lances.
Yep.
Awesome.
Which 1 and reroll 2.
Okay.
So now I need some 1s here.
Yeah, this is
It's
all
all
the same.
2s, all on 2.
2-ups.
And
that's
Mephiston
4
dies.
wounds.
That was enough. You needed to roll 2 1s there. Ah.
Heck, there it is. And all it took was my entire army shooting at him.
Pretty much.
So Mephiston's special rule is lose 1 turn shooting. Okay.
You have these guys over here still.
All right, so same thing. I should probably get different colored dice for that.
Yeah, that would help you. Help it go a little quicker.
Pulling their hair out.
Little frosted.
But if anyone has any hair left after all my bat reps over the years, then
They're doing it wrong anyway.
there's probably just a bunch of bald guys out there bat reps still. The scar tissue is healing up,
Ugh.
you know. So now they're just picking this. Okay, this
Yeah,
doesn't
it's going downhill.
All right, Sean,
They're picking the scabs off their,
quit trying,
off
Sean.
their,
Just shut up and roll.
their dome. All right.
Okay, there you go. And then 3s and 2s and stuff like that. Oh wow.
Well, it was just basically 2 Wrens.
Yeah.
So 2 guys are just gonna die unless I got some cover here. Can they see me? What do I have any cover from that stuff or?
Wow, this is weird. The guys on top can, just take the closest guys.
Do I get cover though? Was my
Yes,
actual
let's
question.
say cover all around. Because I didn't.
Looks like I made 1,
Okay, great.
so that guy will die.
All right. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Before showing from the jet bikes.
Well, you got rid of a big problem.
I'm going to do my assault phase jumps.
Yep.
And then pass it over to you for top of the 4th.
Okay. And you got rid of the big problem up on the building there.
I did.
So now it's just see what happens. All right. So let's do some prescience on Strachan and his unit. They'll get it on a 5. Prescience on the blob squad there. They'll get it on a 7. I think this guy's the dead guy. He's going to go over there. And then I got this guy here, which you can't really see anything to prescience it right now. That isn't already prescienced and in range, so he'll just prescience himself, I guess, for fun. I'll fail anyway. All right. That's psychic powers. I'm going to move.
Okay, ready.
All right. Everything's basically just moved into the middle. That's it.
Oh, and the blob squad has grabbed this now, right?
Yes, they have. So that's that. I'm going to start some shooting here with, I'm going to go with the 3 in the The Chimera here is going to try and shoot at this. See if I can hit with anything we got. Heavy bolt.
Did you get your prescience rules?
I did. I put them on camera. They all.
Okay. Okay, great.
Basically, the Blob Squad got prescience. This Psyker has since joined the Blob Squad. He only prescienced himself but failed.
Okay.
With a 10. Not that it mattered.
Oh, did he take perils? Is that why?
No, it was only a 10.
Okay.
He took a perils like
Earlier,
turn 1,
right.
turn 2 maybe.
Okay.
And then they got their prescience. They basically just stood still. And so we're going to do multi-laser and heavy bolter from here at the Crimson Hunter.
Okay, got it.
Needing 6s. I got 1 multi-laser hit. Do you want to dive?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Because you're not going to do it. You're going to roll like a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 3.
9.
Okay, that might be
It's close.
something.
No, it's only 9.
Oh, okay.
It's 10 armor, right?
Nice.
So,
Yep.
That's that. Then let's have Harker and the las cannon are going to shoot at your fire prism.
Okay, got it. Yep, I knew when I moved it out there.
Alright, so...
And Harker has strength 5 for his bolter, but has rending.
Yeah.
So that's what he's shooting.
If I get 6s, I got none there, but the las cannon's a 10.
Okay, great.
And you're looking at no cover aside from your jink.
Oh,
so
that's bad.
just your jink.
Okay, and holo field.
Right.
4. Makes
Make
it.
those every
Yeah. Amazing.
It's tough. It's tough. Alright, well. And then I think I'll have the las cannon in there. I guess he'll try and go after the Crimson Hunter too.
Okay, I'm ready.
Twin length, nothing.
All right.
And
Well, what's interesting is that twin link from prescience turns it from a 1 in 6 chance to a 1 in 3 chance. So that makes it not too bad to shoot multiple heavy weapons at flyers. Was that the las gun from the machine gun nest?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Las cannon, rather?
That's not prescience. So I still have that, and it's going to try and do that too.
Well, this is interesting because...
Which it misses.
Yeah.
And I guess all that's left is to try and shoot this squad at, like, these guys. All they can really see.
All right.
So like, got 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocket.
Did you do orders?
No, but...
Okay. Well, it could help.
It could. Technically, you're supposed to do them at the beginning of your turn.
I don't mind. Go ahead. I think you should do it. I want to see if it'll work.
Alright, then Strachan will do first rank, second rank on that unit there. That's Inspired Tactics, which means any other orders I would have given go off automatically.
Okay.
But
So that only helps if an officer can give multiple orders then.
no, it's any order I'd give.
Oh, for the
So
whole
any
army.
other officers giving orders.
Oh, that's great.
But the thing is, like, there's this officer over here, but you can't order your own unit. So he can't give himself an order. And that's all I really have, so... so first rank, second rank brings this to 2 shots apiece for the guys that are in range. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
He's looking for this guy, and it's probably a long shot to see through that into this guy.
Not that. It's just 8 shots.
I don't know. The melons are getting in the way.
And I'm missing. So it looks like I got some hits here, and I'll need 6s.
Yep.
2.
Oh, there's 2. Fantastic.
So normal armor is probably the best thing you
Yeah,
got.
3 ups. Yep, 2 saves. Thank goodness.
Saving everything.
Is that it? Did you kill anything this turn?
No.
Oh, John, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just
Nothing I can
couldn't.
do about your
I
dice.
couldn't be defeated.
Or my own dice. So.
All right, bottom of the 4th.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at. Okay, sounds good. So, with Vector Dancer, the Crimson Hunters can turn up to 90 degrees at the beginning of their move.
That's normal flyer rule. That's the one
Right?
that lets them turn at the end.
Yes, that's right. So, and they can turn up to 90 degrees at the end of their move, which makes them extremely ridiculously maneuverable. So is that the best place for that? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to try and take out the Chimera, and very likely I'm going to do it. And away we go. I should actually be doing Voices of Twilight right now, which is the beginning of the turn. So let's send that one out. And I make it with a 3, so I'll put that marker on them. That was Invisibility, now it's Voices of Twilight. And what I'm going to try and do is get them to move 6, run, and then actually be able to flame the heck out of these guys. So it's all about the blob squad now. Okay guys, here we go. Let's, hold on. I knew what I was doing. Okay, these jet bikes there. Well, let's recap on the move. I scooched this guy over, moved the jet bikes up, turboed them, ran them 5 inches. They have Voices of Twilight so they can still shoot. Move the fire prison back up here. I'm just kind of hopping back and forth. I'm just basically firing everything at the blob squad. We'll see how that goes. I have a feeling I'll at least peel off some guys here and reduce the contact. So, okay, here we go. This is versus that squad. I can see Harker just a little bit there. I'm not focus firing. So, okay. That's 1 miss for the thing. And looking for 3s for the cats. So that's 5 wounding hits.
Okay, well, we got first guy for Harker has his 6 up out in the open because of camo gear, so he dies, and now try and look out off. I'm going to try and look out off Harker here. So there's 1 successful, 2 successful, 3 successful, and 4 successful.
All right.
So now they'll get. Well, he had a cover of.
Oh, that's awesome. He was like, "Hey guys, I think I see something very interesting out here." They run out one after another.
Well,
Die.
3 up saves from the building and the camo gear. So
that's awesome.
1 guy's going to go down.
Oh, that's awesome. That's all I could do. Okay, let's go ahead and get this fire prison. I'm the most dispersed version of it, which is Strength 5, AP3, heavy, large blast. And yeah, indeed, that is called disperse. I can only see these guys back here.
Okay.
I'm not going to focus fire, so you'll get some cover saves.
All right.
So here it goes. Actually, the smart thing to do would be to focus fire, so that's what I'm going to do.
Focus fire for what?
For this guy.
Yes, but usually focus fire comes with people who don't have cover or people who have the X cover save that you need to specify what you're focus firing.
I'm focusing on guys with no cover.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll only hit the bat guys. Okay, here it goes.
That's
a hit. So how many guys under?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, here it comes. Strength 5. So that's 5 wounds.
Okay. And I'm going to need to do some lookouts. I guess I need to see what can be seen here. We've got... So the first guy is that guy with no cover whatsoever. Is that guy with the power axe, I would say, from the gun. And then after that, we're looking at the boxcaster. Pretty much all the sergeants and characters. They're all too grouped up. So starts here. He'll look out, and so this guy's going to die for him. And then looks out again, and that's successful. So we'll have this guy die for him. And then he looks out again, and that's not successful, so he'll die. And then it's going to go next to that guy right here. So he'll look out successfully, so this guy will die for him. And then one more on him, look out. Nope, he dies.
Okay, 7 from the...
Okay. How many are actually in range? How many can you actually kill?
Oh, I can actually only kill 4.
Okay, so
that's it.
But 7 hits anyway.
For 3s.
And they all die. So 4 guys will die.
Great.
And they drop the relic.
I kind of forgot about this unit in there. Oh, brutal! Why did I not think of that? I was so concentrated on the blob squad that I just kind of...
Forgot to do this first.
Okay, so let's take care of that guy first.
All right.
Okay, the blue ones are
not first, now.
Okay, here
it's a little late. I've already taken people off.
First. Okay, I want to go back to the beginning of my movement, my shooting phase.
All right, I want to go back to like turn 1 and start over. Can we start over from turn 1?
Yeah, let's rewind it.
That'd be great for me.
Eldar time travel. Okay, this is the pulse laser. Obviously, that goes first. So 2 hits.
And twin links. So there you go.
What the heck?
So 10's on the rear.
Right? Yeah.
So it's just everything on. It's like one's going to fail,
There's
and then
a glance and 2 penetrating hits.
All right. Well, there's no cover, so it's just what happens with the pen.
Yep.
Do I explode?
Nope.
No. AP2, right?
Yeah. AP2.
Okay. So yeah, I just wreck right there.
Okay.
And do you have anything? You do have other stuff to shoot at them, so I'm going to get. There's that. They went out as much as they could into the building. A couple guys are stuck out here, the last cannon and the psyker. So, there's that.
Okay. All right. So now these guys, those jet bikes over there.
Yep.
And again, the frosted blue dice are the shuriken cannon. Okay, that's all hits. Fantastic. And here we go. 3s. Okay, 2 no armor, and then I'm sorry, that's nothing. And 1 regular armor.
So,
AP5.
what do you want me to take first?
Take the AP5 one first.
AP5 first, so this guy just dies because they're only 5. So now there's 2 that are going to be cover saves likely.
Okay, yep.
Which I made both because the building's 4-ups.
That's great. Okay, and so I have this fire prism.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to shoot this right here.
Okay.
And I can't see any of these guys, even if you remove this. I can't see that psyker. So Straken's unit is perfectly safe.
For now?
Yep. So just going to shoot the blob squad.
Okay.
So shuriken cannon. 2 wounds. AP5.
Well, 1 was a 6.
Okay.
So either way, they both die.
Yep.
Either way, both die.
Okay.
It's only 5 up
and
armor.
then, I've got this, what's it, on the machine gun nest. So here it comes. 1 hit, and then the pulse, the bright lances. So all strength 8. So that's 3 wounding hits. Looking for 4 ups to save.
So I made 1. So it's like we're gonna have a dead las cannon. It's the closest, sitting in the window. Oh no.
Alright, and I just have the fire prism. So let's go ahead and grab
this.
Yep, thank you. Just put it right here.
Okay.
Guess that's what I'll do. And
Gonna go that way a bit.
3 inches that way.
So we'll go quickly back here. So
2?
it's still 3.
Oh, okay, great. I'll take it. So, looking for 2s?
Any?
No, 3 guys.
Is there cover on at least one of them? Like this guy, for instance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so, well, this guy has no cover, he'll die. Then he's the next closest, so cover save, he dies, and then this guy dies.
Okay, great. And that's it. I'll just do my jet bike moves and call it a day.
We got leadership on Harker and his unit. They're good. We got leadership on the platoon command squad over here. They fail, and they will run 9 inches, which will take them off the board, so they're dead. And then this squad's fearless because of the priest, so they don't take it. And pinning for Strachan and his squad. They are not pinned. Here's a roll for night fighting, since we didn't have it in the first turn, which I don't know if low is night fighting. So night fighting's on a high roll, or 4 up rather, so we'll keep rolling at the beginning of every turn. I'm going to start with, going to have this Psyker pressures his own squad, 2 success. This Psyker's going to not do anything because he's in that same squad still. And yeah. Well, I guess I'd need to have one of them do the blob squad, which will go off. So there's presence on both of my remaining units, pretty much. Well, except for them. Alright,
folks, it's top of the 5th. It's looking pretty grim for the Imperial Guard. Excuse me, Astra Militarum. Sorry, I'll have a hard time getting past that.
Either way.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, because if the blob moves up, it's not much of a blob anymore.
No,
to take the objective, I'll just
gonna
flame them to death every time.
Yeah.
So Strachan has to get out here and take these guys out.
That's really the only option. And I need to come at him from over here, where he's only going to be able to place 2 templates without hitting his own guy.
At
right?
best.
So.
Right.
So.
But it is difficult terrain in here.
So yeah, I need a good roll.
You got to throw it. You got to throw the gambit. You need a 6. Come on, 6.
5 might
be good
enough.
5 might do it.
5 gets me.
Yeah, that gets you at the right angle for the charge.
Gets me over here with most of it anyway. It's just a matter of then it becomes a 5-inch charge.
Oh, that is so cinematic.
Which I mean, I need to roll the 3 dice and remove the highest. I could easily fail this. So it's rough. It's interesting, I guess. What it is. So we'll figure out what happens here. They have to like conga line through the door.
No, I think you can totally do it.
I think I just need to. What I could try and do is move these guys up here so that I can at least take it and run in my shooting phase, not actually shoot with them.
Okay. What's next?
It's basically going to be these guys shooting here, which is a snap-fired las cannon, and Harker is going to try and deal with that thing because it's the scariest thing. So las cannon misses. Harker hits twice. I need a 6. Oh, I got 1 rend for an additional 1, which makes it a total of 12, 11, 12.
Yeah.
So that'd be a glance if you don't save it with your jink.
Yep. So looking for 4 up. Hey! I finally don't save one.
And in a way that so terribly doesn't matter.
That's up here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, time for the gamut.
Basically, I've forgone pretty much all other shooting. This unit ran. They got a measly 2, so they just took the relic back a couple inches.
Okay, great.
Which isn't going to save them if I don't get this charge. So here it comes. Through difficult terrain, you get your...
Hold on, no shooting?
No, I can't. I cannot risk shortening my own charge. So I'm not going to.
Oh, but can't these guys snap fire?
I already did at that. And
that's right.
Remember, they glanced it.
Okay, got it.
They all but glanced it. And they ran in the shooting phase, so that's that.
All right, so the dog face is making a run for it.
You're looking at 2 guys there.
Okay.
2d3.
2d3 wall of flame hits. Oh, only 2.
So strength.
What up? Here it comes.
That's
one wounding hit.
One wounding hit, which is instant death, right?
Yeah.
So this guy bites it, which lengthens that charge.
Oh, wow, that makes that a huge charge.
Makes it
difficult terrain.
7 inch. Well, 6 inches.
Okay, 6.
So here we
it
go.
Comes. Lowest
2, which is 6.
Oh, what up? That's awesome. No way.
Of God.
No way. I could not. That was like 3 things that had to be amazing to make that work.
Yeah, and it
a
worked.
high difficult terrain test, a low casualties from the wall of flame.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
so.
All right.
There's that.
I'm ready. I'm initiative 4.
Well, for starters, first thing the war priest, the priest is going to do is war hymn, or try to.
Okay.
Which he will fail.
Whoa!
I've never made a single
11.
one of those ever in the entire time the Astra Militarum has been out. Never made one. I have to issue challenge.
Okay, great. If I refuse, what happens?
Then you have just the
Spirit Seer.
He just doesn't get the fight.
Okay.
I have to. It's in Strachan's rules.
That's fine. Then I refuse.
Okay. So your initiative 4. See, my highest initiative is going to probably just be 3. So you're going to hit before me.
Yep. Initiative 4. All right. So all I have is 5 Wraith Guard each with 1 attack, strength 5, weapon skill 4.
Okay.
Here it comes.
So you're going to pile in here real quick.
Yep. Is your weapon skill 3? What am I looking at?
My majority weapon skill, let's see, it's got a 4, it's got a 5, and then all my little dudes that are veteran, I think are probably going to end up being 3. So, troops, veteran. Yeah, just 3. So if your weapon skill 4,
2 hits, strength 5, 1 wound.
Okay, so I'll start on. Strachan's got the best save on a 3-up, and he's in base. So,
right,
and
so
all these guys need to pile in.
Right.
Just a nice little 3-inch move.
Got it.
And that guy too. So, yeah, I'll have Strachan take the first one. He makes it on a 6. So, initiative 3, we'll have Strachan come in here. Where is he? Strachan. He's got 3 attacks base. He's got 1 for the charge and 1 for 2 weapons. 2 close combat weapons. So he'll 5 attacks. He's base strength 6 plus 1 for furious charge. He'll be strength 7, and I'm weapon skill 5 against your 4.
Yes, 4.
Okay, so I hit on 3s, which I have hatred from the priest.
Okay, got it.
That he at least just gives me that.
These guys suck. He gets them like all worked up.
Strength 7, AP 2. So that's going to be 4. Reset it all.
Wouldn't be funny. Yeah.
So do you have invulns on them?
No, I don't.
Then 4 guys are dead.
Are you kidding me?
That's 1 wound.
Dude!
Right? Strength 7, AP 2.
That's not awesome.
Now I'll do Nork. He's 4 attacks base. He's got.
I hate it when Wraith Guard die. They're so expensive.
He has characters on a Ripper Gun frag grenade, so he's just going to be 5 attacks, 1 for the charge. He's weapon skill 4, so I'll hit you on 4s here. Everyone piled in at the start there, so he'd be like there. Right. They all needed to pile in actually at initiative 3, so who knows where they would end up. I don't know.
Those are some good conversions.
Yeah, not bad.
Good. I like this guy. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like this guy because he's from the confrontation line.
Yep.
Those make great Psychers. Okay, what's next?
Here's Nork hitting weapon skill 4. He needs 4s. He's got hatred, so he's got rerolls. So there's all 4 of those, and now he will be strength 6.
Okay.
Base 5 with furious charge. So there's 4 wounds.
Okay.
But you'll get
regular saves.
Regular saves on those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, I should take them one at a time because there's only 2 guys left.
Right.
Right.
So
Okay.
3
So
up.
3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Can't beat that.
What's his save?
It's a 4-up invuln.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, actually,
For rune armor.
so let's have. So I've got my veteran that'll have 2 attacks plus 1, and then 2 attacks from the last cannon team plus 1 for charging, and then the priest and the cyclist dropping in. So here's the regular veterans
rune
here.
armor.
Hatred.
Boy, that hatred makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Get a priest in with some ogrins? I'm going to say yes.
And that'll be their toughness 5, right?
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
only strength 3, so that's nothing.
Okay.
From him, and then the Primaris Psyker will go, or actually the priest needs to go. I don't know how many attacks they have. Priest, 2 base attacks, plus 1 for 2 weapons, plus 1 for the charge.
This is the priest.
This is the priest, yes, sir.
Awesome. It's going.
Hatred.
Doesn't
3 times.
3 attacks.
And
3 hits, rather.
a wound.
1 wound.
Yep.
Okay. 3 up.
Good.
Makes it.
And now the
Can't
Psyker.
possibly
Psyker
fail.
has a power axe. He piles in initiative 1
Right?
here. So he's got his.
Our axes are unwieldy.
Yep. He's got 2
So,
base,
not bad.
2 weapons, and a charge. So he'll have hatred here on those 3 ones. So there's 3 hits, and he's strength 5 with the furious charge. Oh, strength 4 with the furious charge. The other guys. Oh well, whatever. And there's 2 wounds, and they're AP2.
All right.
So they're both. So
yeah.
This guy dies, and then
yeah.
he got an invuln.
Rune armor.
Nope.
Nothing. They got wiped out, man.
They only have 1 wound.
Yeah, I think so, actually. Hold on. Let's take a look.
An HQ choice.
No, yeah, he has 2 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to roll it minus.
Yeah,
5.
I am.
You're
Oh,
good.
wow, that actually makes it.
That's
Just
actually
holding on. Is that
fantastic
good?
for me. That's
Oh, because I
fantastic
can't
for
shoot
me.
fit you now.
Yeah, I needed that.
Oh, that's terrible. All right.
So
That was literally the worst possible outcome. Yeah.
the
That
gambit
was
is so
incredible.
far paying off, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, here's your Eldar movement. We got this guy, Vector dancing over here. This guy's over here. Basically, everything's lining up to take out my troops' choices.
That's right.
Jet bikes, jet bikes.
Okay.
Is there a third jet bike to that one, or did I kill it?
Yeah, that's the one you killed at the beginning of the game.
Oh, right.
Turn 1.
I did that.
Killed 1 guardsman and 1 jet bike. Yeah. So they've had great survivability.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've basically never had lines of fire to them, is what it is. And even when I did, it was just a few piddly shots.
Okay, so opening with this one
Yep.
here. So we'll do
On that guy.
5.
Okay. Cocked a little bit, but still a hit. So 5.
Okay. And then that's strength 5.
Yes, sir.
Here it comes. Looking for 2s.
That's all of them.
Yep.
Is there cover to speak of?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
It's all out in the
So,
open.
whoops. Sorry, jet bike. Okay, so then I drop the relic right there. 3, and then I'm going to actually look out, sir, off of the priest, but he fails. So, strength 5, AP3, so he'll take a wound.
Okay.
And then I guess there's he has to take another look out, which he fails again. So, he has a 4-up invuln. What am I doing? So, forget those lookouts, sir. It's 4-up invuln.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He has a Rosarius, 4-up invuln, so he takes a wound.
Okay.
So, this guy has a wound already. Do you have another one of those skull dice? Oh, I have one, actually. Okay.
Okay. Now, this unit of jet bikes here,
Okay.
and that's hitting this unit.
Actually, can I interject real quick? Can this unit right here, which is what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Can they see them? Because if you shoot with him first, he can see more of this unit than this unit. So it might be better if you do the template first, especially.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I was just trying to get this guy. This is the last guy that's in range for him.
Oh, yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm
it's
going to go ahead and just
okay.
do it.
All right.
I think it'll just take out the priest and maybe one other guy.
All right.
So, twin linked, one hit, and then looking for 3s and 2s.
So 2?
So 2 wounds.
All right.
See?
So 2 lookout sirs for the priest. He makes one, takes the other. So they're AP 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 wound's going to go on to that.
Okay.
And we'll say that's from the catapult. Otherwise, it's instant death.
That's fine.
Guess we didn't specify. I'm just rolling everything together.
That's
so,
my fault.
and on the priest, I think that made it unless it turned. Nope, that's a 4. So he makes his Rosarius save. Luckily.
Okay, so yeah, so that turned out not to be such a big deal.
Well,
all right, let's
either way.
get that template on there.
Okay, probably.
This is from the fire prism over here on the left flank.
That'd be 5 right there.
Okay, so let's do that.
Hit.
That's a hit.
So 5.
And that's how many dice I have in my hand. Looking for 2s.
Oh, only 3.
Okay, 3
all right,
hits.
so we're talking. Let's see if there's cover over here. Looks like no cover for the weapon team. So he'll die. That's 1. And now there's 2 more. So there's the Psyker, who's going to look out. That'll be good. He's going to kill this guy off. And then the Psyker again, who will look out. And that's good. He's just going to kill the 1 wound Psyker. Didn't need him anyway.
Okay, so how are we doing?
You got 4 guys left.
All right, this unit are these jet bikes shooting there.
Okay.
And here they come. That's 1 miss. Looking for 3s on the cats, 2s on the shuriken cannons, and that's all wounds.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, AP 5.
Okay. Well, 1 AP 2.
Right now, I can't see this guy.
Okay.
I can only basically I can just see those 2 guys.
Well, then looks like they're just gonna die off. We'll just have them die.
Okay, great. This unit shooting here.
That unit right there.
Yep.
Okay. Them at veteran.
Because they can't see any of these
Right.
guys. Twin linked, still misses.
3.
Wounding hits, AP 5.
Okay. So throwing dice. We're gonna go for 3 lookouts from Harker, but she makes them all because he's an independent. And they have at least 6 ups out in the cover, or out in the open. So I made 1, so 2 guys will die.
All right. This unit of jet bikes here,
Okay.
shooting at this unit. Only 2 guys left.
All right,
in it.
and
Let's
they can
if
see them
can
both.
Get the job done. Yeah, right out in the open. Fantastic. Twin linked.
So
That was
everything.
all 100%
All right.
hits. Fantastic. And then that is 2 for 6 wins.
6 wounds, so we got 3, 6, and we're looking at 1 at a time. He's closer, and as soon as he dies, this guy just dies from AP 5 anyway, so dead. So there goes the blob. Dead. Alright. So all that's left is this Crimson Hunter, or both Crimson Hunters rather, and then that's
the
it.
frosted blue dice is the pulse laser.
Okay.
So this
We're starting with this one?
first.
Okay.
You can only see Harker.
Yeah. So Harker's pretty much done.
Okay. Strength 8. 4 wounds.
4 6 ups for Harker.
Make it!
He's dead.
Yeah,
Very dead. Alright.
Okay.
Poor Harker.
And then, yeah, and the other thing is Crimson Hunters have precision shots.
They do,
when
so
hitting a character.
yeah,
Isn't that
so
nice?
like let's say you roll some 6s here, you can
Let's
take out the
try it.
las
Get
cannon
some
first.
6s just to show them how it's done.
There's one
Okay.
on one of the so you could just instant death
I'm
him,
gonna do that.
and now one guy lives over here. Well, I guess it's the closest guy.
Sole survivor. All right, make
Well,
morale check.
morale
for
check
those
there.
guys. And then I will.
He fails, so he's gonna run 10 inches and be off the board.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move my jet bikes.
All right.
And then it can be your turn.
Oh well, we gotta do assault.
Oh yeah. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, no.
All right, moving on. No, I said it was your turn. I said it was your turn.
I'm not going to my turn yet.
3, for these guys. So go.
Strachan.
I guess my guy can go.
Strachan once again has to challenge, and you can't really deny.
Okay, then I accept.
So you're going to hit me first.
Actually, I could live, conceivably.
You could on the 4-up invulns, yeah. So you go first.
One attack.
Miss. Alright, so Strachan will have...
I'm just going to keep moving my jet bikes to save time.
3 base or maybe 4 base. So first thing I'm going to do the priest's war hymn. Which, oh my god, I made one! I'm going to let him reroll failed.
And you know what, folks? You were here for John's first successful...
Yeah, you were.
Priest, whatever it is, power.
He's going to reroll failed to wounds.
Okay, great.
For the priest power. Okay. So Strachan will have 4 attacks, and since I have 5 models there, I'll get a reroll from that as well.
Okay, got it.
So I still have prescience. I have so many rerolls, it's ridiculous. Yeah. So I have prescience, so I reroll there. So there's 4 hits from Strachan, and strength 6.
Yep, looking for twos.
So there's 4 wounds.
All right. So all I need to do.
Is fail.
All I need to do.
You just need to fail 1 and you'll instantly die.
All 4.
Yep.
Making all 4
there you go.
For an amazing, ridiculous comeback.
Hey, I had the good luck in my turn.
He curls up in fetal position and lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, he died with 3. It was very close. Very close, but he will die, and I will go 4 inches. And while you move your jet bikes, I'll be going 4. All right, roll for.
This game keeps going. On a 4-up, it goes on. 3-up, it goes on.
I think so. Right? I think it's 3-up. Yeah, 3-up. 4. It's going on. And roll again to see if we get night fighting.
Okay.
On the start of this turn, which we don't. Nope. No night fighting once again. So I was going to come up on the building and come after these jet bikes, but then one of these other jet bike squads would just snag the relic, assuming they're within 12 inches. Which, as a crow flies, that one is. So I'm basically just forced to sit here, surround the relic, and say, "Come at me, bro," and try and survive the shooting. How successful that's going to be is questionable, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. I'll probably just die hideously, like Last Stand, surrounded by the Eldar. But let's see. Well, at least here's prescience for the unit. They got it. So here's my movement here. I kind of just try to stay as spread out as possible. In here, I'm going to scoot Nork out. This guy's up on here. Basically, Strachan's the last line of defense, and everyone else is just trying to hide from that guy over there. There's really no hiding from this stuff or that. And I'm going to try and blow that up, and then it's just I got to survive 2 Crimson Hunters, which is rough, and a lot of jet bike shooting. So we'll see what happens. All right, so my lone shooting is going to be the one last cannon that's got prescience at that the fire prism. It's gonna try. It's gonna see what happens. I missed, twin linked. I hit.
Nice.
And nothing.
Wow.
Now I have to survive that fire prism, which makes it much more difficult.
The objective, you mean?
What's that?
Fire prism.
No.
You have to surround the fire prism?
No. Now I have to survive the fire prism.
Survive the fire prism, yeah.
Which makes it a lot more difficult. So that's that.
I got to tell you, this was a very interesting game. I have a feeling they're all going to be dead.
It's probable. That's the end of that. So your turn.
Yeah, let's go.
So here everything's moved to kill off my command squad here. I notified Sean that he should move these over here so we can line break, and if he doesn't kill me for some reason and the game ends, he at least ties.
That fire prism couldn't do anything.
I killed your warlord now, so you need to kill him in order to tie.
Really?
Yeah.
Or, well, yeah, but you need to table me. This is what's going to happen.
I'm going to scooch up a little bit more.
All right.
Okay.
The fire prism's a vehicle, it can't line break.
Yep.
All right, so...
Did you hear that?
They can't line break?
Vehicles cannot line break.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So the fire prism can't, the flyers can't, unless you get big guns never tire or the scouring, in which case vehicles of those choices can.
Yeah.
All right, so
here we go.
Fire prism.
Yep.
Open with that. And if I do the 7 strength 7 AP2 one, I can insta kill stuff, right?
Depends on what you're hitting, but yes.
Okay. Well, oh, it would be Nork.
Toughness 5, toughness 4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Here it comes.
It's just sheer number of hits.
That's right.
So that'd be 4 on him.
Yep.
Or
and
if you
here
did
comes. It's
a
hits.
hit, so 4.
2 minus. Okay. So here we go. Strength 5. And there we go. That's all wounds.
Yep. So starting on
AP
Nork.
3.
Was how many? 4?
Yep, 4.
Okay, so AP 3, so he's just going to get... He has feel no pain, so there's a wound on Nork. There's another wound on Nork. Geez, double ones. You see how many wounds Nork has. So Nork has 1 wound left, so he's going to go ahead and start to look out here, which that's a successful lookout onto the last cannon team, so that takes a wound, and now here's another lookout. Oh, that's gone. That's a successful lookout, which will go on to the last cannon team also. I think that's just doesn't need to be there. So, there's that. That's 1.
Okay. Let's
And next.
Okay. All right, let's do the jet bikes.
Okay.
So here they come. We'll do this unit of jet bikes.
All right.
And that is twin linked, miss. And then here it comes. I'm versus toughness 3 still, right?
Majority, yes.
Okay, great. So that's 4 wounding hits.
4 wounding
5
hits. All right, so it looks like the Ministorm Priest is pretty close. So he has Carapace armor, so he'll start taking wounds 1 at a time. And we said at 4 wounds?
4.
Okay,
4
so
wounding hits.
first one takes a wound. Second one. All right, let's go for broke. He dies. So 2 more, which next closest is going to be Strachan. So he'll go ahead and make those right now.
Yeah, sir.
No, he's taking them.
Okay.
So he takes a wound and saves a wound.
Okay, I got that.
You got that? Okay, there you go. All right.
Okay. This unit of jet bikes, so second out of 4 units of jet bikes. Twin linked, still misses, and here it comes. Majority is still 3, and that is ridiculous. Okay, 2 Wrens, quote unquote, and then 4 regular wins.
What do you want me to take first?
Oh no, this is to hit.
Oh, to hit, yeah.
Let's roll to wound.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was,
and you're unrewarded for your
my cheesiness.
quickness.
Here we go.
So 3 regular wounds. All right.
And that's from that unit.
Yeah. So this guy's first. So on his Carapace armor, he dies. And now the priest has a 5-up invuln, or the psyker has a 5-up invuln. So he'll go ahead and take 1 and pass, and take another, and lose a wound, but he just takes 1.
Okay.
All right. Next.
This unit of jet bikes.
So 2 and 3.
Jonah.
Here we go.
Okay, so twin linked.
All right.
Twin linked.
I'm majority toughness 4 now.
Okay, great. And that's this unit right here.
Right.
Okay. Majority toughness 4, did you say?
Yes.
Okay,
I have a 5, a 4, and a 3.
So 2 regular wounds.
2 regular wounds, starting on Nork, it looks like. So he has Carapace armor, which that's a fail, but he has feel no pain. Takes a wound, and he had already taken 2, right?
Yes.
Yes. So he's dead.
Okay.
And now we're on Strachan. That was only 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
So he took 1, and now 1 more on Strachan. He passes a 3-up.
Okay, that's not awesome. I should have fired that guy first.
Why?
You can only
can't see anything?
quote unquote, with the front weapon.
All right, well.
So I'm going to go ahead and use that now.
Okay, that's what, the pulse thing?
Yep. And I still have 1 unit, I still have these jet bikes to fire. And they really could possibly only see 1 guy.
No, they can see both.
Okay.
Well, I guess.
Okay, so that's... Yeah. Okay, so that was a 4 and a 3, I'm pretty sure.
For the hits?
Yeah, okay. To wound?
2.
6 and a 4. 2 wounding hits.
Ooh. Well, let's see here. Let's have the Psyker's closest, so Refractor Field makes it. Refractor Field dies.
Okay.
So Psyker down.
Hey, Tanya. Okay, so now this.
Okay.
Okay, that's so the last Crimson Hunter. Here it goes.
It's so close so far.
Okay, that's all hits.
Oh, God.
Okay, strength 8. Okay, that's 4 wounding hits.
All right.
What does he have?
Your
Refractor
last.
field?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one last. It's everybody
That's his
like.
last.
Yeah.
One guy right in here.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, here it goes. You're gonna make 4.
No, I died.
Okay.
Immediately. It's
Is that
break
it?
date, right? Toughest
Yeah.
4. I'm dead.
All right, is
Actually,
that game
I'm a
then?
Turtle Warrior.
You do?
So I have
no
one
way.
more, one
okay,
more.
let's do it.
He makes it.
Okay.
I die.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just make sure he has that. No, I'm not a Turtle Warrior. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just toughest 4.
I would have believed
Oh
it
well.
though.
Not an Eternal Warrior. Ah. Oh well.
All right, John. Thanks a lot for the game. Here's the shake as always.
If only it could have ended.
I would have actually loved that better. Strachan with 1 wound. Yeah.
No, I
pulling
mean,
it
it
off.
ended after I killed your warlord on your turn. If
Oh,
it ended
right.
There, I won.
Yeah.
I would have won 2 to nothing.
0. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It just
Okay.
goes to show you how like on the edge.
Well,
of the
and
game, you know?
is it still? Did I table you?
Yes, I'm.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like one guy still alive
he
over
ran
there.
off the board.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now. Okay, yeah. So that was it. But if you weren't tabled, what would it be? It'd be line breaker. You had killed
If
the
I
warlord.
had something left, you.
Who had
my
first
warlord
blood?
and- I did.
Okay.
I first blooded on. Your,
So you would have won. It would have been 2-1 if the game ended now.
if I had something on the board, yeah.
Right.
Assuming you didn't kill Strachan, it would have been 2-2.
Right.
If I had something else aside from Strachan on the board, but you killed Strachan, it would have been 2-2.
Okay, got it.
Because you have line breaker.
Oh, yes.
And
Okay,
warlord.
got it. And kill the warlord. Got it. Slay the warlord, whichever. All right, let's do Redux. All right. Okay, time for the Redux, folks. And, all right, I just have to hand it to John. He kept it interesting up until the very end
The gambit.
with his gambit, and, which could have worked.
Yeah, if the game had ended, I would have won. So this just to show you how quickly it can change from a win to a loss, especially around the end of the game when you're scrambling.
Yep.
So
Okay, so what's your take?
my take is that I needed a lot more anti-armor. That was about it. I didn't have a lot of good focused anti-armor. Like if I had, say, taken some vendettas, I could have been in a much better position with not having to deal with so many fire prisms at the end, and I would have had some help against the air. And that's what it comes down to. I had a lot of dudes with las guns, but those weren't gonna do anything, or not gonna do nearly as much as they could have against other types of Eldar forces.
So what was your thinking to not take the vendettas?
My thinking was that looking at what you had for your Eldar, that didn't include the other models
thing?
that I had no idea you had access to. I mean, that's kind of how it. I mean, I didn't know that we had that army here, so
Right.
I'm looking at his army thing. Okay, he's got the ability to take up to 3 Wave Serpents / Fire Prisms at most.
Right.
He's got a Wraith Knight. He's got 1 Crimson Hunter. So I'm not going to have to deal with most
What
of the
was
armor.
it? 1, 2, yeah, it was 7 vehicles.
Yeah, theoretically I only had to deal with 4.
Right.
So I thought I had enough for 4. I definitely didn't have enough for 7. So yeah,
Right.
especially
Well,
all in
how
the
many
same
vehicles?
place.
Yeah, you actually killed 3 vehicles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially all in the same place. Like I kind of had some decent angles, a lot of line of sight blocking. So my blob never got to fire like to full effect on one target. It was always kind of split up with what it was doing. Yeah, that's about that for
There it
for
goes.
that. Yeah.
Well, for my part, I always enjoy playing Eldar. It's a great army. We've actually, last year I did my Mimira teal, turquoise, and pale green army. And then I think we've had 3 clients do that army, or slight variations thereof. And then, of course, I'm doing it again, but again with a slight variation. And so I'm hoping today or tomorrow to get to actually making some prototypes for poor old Jeremy, who agreed to make it happen.
Yeah.
In fact, 8 days from now, we'll be taking all our stuff down to Valhalla
Valhalla,
for
yeah.
the week. And May 5th through 10th is Valhalla. So now's your chance, folks. We can accommodate 6 more people. So we need 6 more people to come out all of a sudden.
Yeah, just to do
roll.
it, just to
Just
make it
quit
happen.
your jobs, let everything go, just get out here. So that's the irony.
Yep.
Is people with money also have jobs.
That they can't just kind of walk away from.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in.
Do you want to do like your like MVP, LVP?
Oh yeah. Well, the Crimson Hunters are always every game. I love the Crimson Hunters. The Wraith Guard can be fantastic. They kind of choked this time. They definitely were in the wrong place at the wrong time. A second Spirit Seer would have been nice. Originally, I was thinking you would just have like this gun line. So I was going to take I was going to take Night Spinners to torrent the little thingamajigs. But then I looked at my list and I was like, wow, there's not a lot of anti-armor on here. 2 True Crimson Hunters, cough, cough. But the Crimson Hunters might not come in right away.
Yeah, I think so.
So and if I was up against a lot of Lehman Russes, I would have just basically had to endure this punishing fire. So I made a decision before coming to the table that I was going to make it a shooting game, and that's certainly what it ended up being.
I had 2 pretty heavy close combat elements that were like a good chunk of my list. So
they were.
When it was a shooting game, I wasn't as shooty as I should have been. And a lot of the times I didn't have targets to shoot at. I mean, the jet bikes would be up to shoot at me and then down and gone, and all I could really shoot at was wave serpents and fire prisms, which, I mean, they're hard to get rid of. 9 times out of 10, you're only ever going to get a glance, so you need to get 3 things, but then they also have their Jinx save, which you had the 4 up for the Hollow Field. I mean, that's hard.
I out-tanked you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your close combat elements couldn't do enough fast enough to make a difference to pull it off.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting game. I can't wait for the rematch, because I have no doubts John will be down there like, all right, put her there.
Yeah,
John.
it was a good
Thanks
game.
a lot for the game. That was good. All right, and thank you guys for tuning in. Do I need to say it again? We've got great miniatures assembly and painting service here. Got great artists. We have this fantastic trade-in program that we love. New things coming in all the time. And so we just thank you for being here and being part of the BTP experience.